Okay, so now we are going to talk about the why. Why should we be kind? And we're really focusing on this because we want our kids to really understand why they're doing what they're doing, why we're asking them to be kind, to speak with kindness, and to act with kindness more often. And we all know that when our kids understand the why behind something, there's more buy in. They're more willing to do it, they're more likely to do it. We could go with that, well, because I said so. But anytime I've ever been told, well, this is just how we do it, or you just need to get it done, I'm not then intrinsically motivated to want to continue this behavior. So when we explain the why, when we really show them and explain it to them and make it concrete for them, they'll want to do it more often. It'll become more of a habit, and they will have this built inside them. This is just what we do. So for our young kids, and even our tweens and our teens, they're pretty darn egocentric. They're self-centered, and it's not their fault. It's how their brains are wired. They're not yet able to look outside of themselves. So for kids who are in that zone, and most of our kids are, mine included, we start with the egocentric reason. It feels good to be kind. Science has proven time and time again that when we are kind to other people, when we hold a door for someone, or we smile at someone who needed it, or we do a random act of kindness, dopamine is released in our bodies. It's the feel-good drug. It makes us feel good. It makes us feel happier. And it will continue to make us feel good for a while. The added bonus of dopamine is it's addictive. And so when we have that, we want more of it. We want to continue to set ourselves up to get more of those feel-good drugs, the dopamine in our bodies. And so we want to keep being kind to other people. It's this fabulous cycle that just keeps going. So when we talk to our kids, we say being kind feels good. And that's okay if that's where we leave it, because it's getting them to recognize that when I do this action, I feel happy, I feel good, I feel proud, whatever the case may be. So here's how to make this work for your kids. When you see them showing any sign of kindness, the smallest amounts of kindness, it doesn't even matter. When they are kind, pause for a second and ask them, how did that feel to do that? How did it feel to bring your sister a cup of juice when you got yours? And if they don't have the emotional intelligence yet to label their emotions, and that's totally okay, you can start to do it for them. Wow, you must have felt really proud that you did that for your sister. Wow, you must feel pretty happy with yourself that you were able to pick up all those papers off the floor for your friend. That was a really kind thing to do. So associating the behavior with the feeling good emotion will connect the two for them and make it more concrete. Then once they finally get into this and they start to realize that it feels good to be kind, we can expand their understanding a little bit more, because there's definitely more reasons to be kind than just it feels good. That's the self-centered reason. That's how we can get them started, but we can keep it going. So the other really good one, and this is really good for siblings especially, but true for everything in the world, is the golden rule. So you treat others the way you want to be treated. I think every religion in the world has some version of this tweaked a little bit, and it's just a fantastic way to live our lives. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And the way that I really explain it to my kids is you're also showing people, you're almost training them in a way to show them how you want to be treated. So if I'm constantly holding the door for my kids, if I am always getting my husband a cup of coffee when I get my cup of coffee, now when he gets a cup of coffee, he brings me a cup of coffee. Like, it's just what we do. I'm showing him that this is the relationship we're having. So with siblings, if you show your kids that if you always bring them a snack when you get a snack, something simple like that, or, would you like a snack when you're getting a snack? It's not going to happen right away, but you're showing them that this is how we interact with each other. This is the relationship we're building, and it will sink in. It will work. It doesn't happen immediate, and that's the hard part. It's not instant gratification, but over time, you're training other people around you of how you want to be treated, how you expect to be treated. I'm going to treat you with kindness. I'm not expecting anything in return, but this is how I choose to be treated. This is what I want in my life. I want more kindness in my life. Another reason is because, well, it just makes the world a better place. We can help make somebody else's day just a little bit better, a little bit more cheerful, if we can help bend over and pick something up that somebody couldn't reach, or if we can hold a door so it doesn't slam on somebody's face. If we can just do these little things, it makes the world a better place. We're lifting people up. We're adding value to our community, to our world. And we don't necessarily need it to be the world at large. We can change our world, our family's world, our community's world, our school, our neighborhood. We can make this world a better place to be. And they can have an active role in that. And that's a powerful thing to know as a child, that you can help make this world a better place. And the last one that I really explain to my kids is we talk about how it's a ripple effect. If you drop a pebble into the water and you can see the ripples going out, that's how kindness works, because kindness is contagious. If I am kind to this person, they are much more likely then to pass that kindness to the next person. And then they'll pass it to the next person, and so on and so forth. So if I'm kind and I just do one small kind thing, if I just smile at someone and say thank you, they're then maybe going to do something kind. It's going to inspire them, and we'll never see the end result because it's just going to keep on rippling. So we can start with the very simple, it feels good, and we can build out to these bigger, grander things later. But understanding the why behind why we want to be kind, it helps increase their buy-in. It helps them want to be kind more often. And as an added bonus, while we're doing it, we're building up their emotional intelligence. We're giving them the words. It feels really, are you proud of yourself when you're kind? And likewise, I flip it when my kids forget, and we're going to do a whole lesson on unkindness and how to deal with that. But when our kids are unkind, I can ask them again, oh, how did that feel? When you said that to me, does that feel good to say that? And my daughter looked at me, she's like, no, it doesn't feel good. I'm like, yeah, you can flip it. You can change. You can choose the words coming out of your mouth and the way that you're saying them so that the words feel good to you. So we can use this to build up their emotional intelligence. Okay, in our next module, we are going to be talking about the number one mistake that many, many, many parents make when it comes to raising kind kids, and much more importantly, how to avoid it. See you there.